Hello, Gemini. Welcome. I'm Ryan. Thank you for being here. This would be a general reading, so of course everything may not resonate. Take what does and leave the rest. And for more tarot readings after this, please check out my wife's channel, About 53 Tarot Pictures Review as well. Thank you. All right, let's see what's going on. I don't know why I'm hearing that song. I believe the lyrics are break on through to the other side. Interesting. I feel like that the song just started playing. Kind of gets you amped up a little bit. Okay, Gemini, jumping into this though, what you show me, there definitely is some sort of situation or circumstance that you're not, how do I say this? You're not going anywhere. You're definitely trying to figure out some sort of solution here. And so whatever this is you're working on putting together, even though there are problems and issues, you're ultimately saying, I am focused on solutions. So even though what I'm dealing with or what I'm having to kind of work with or work through or kind of work on literally, all hope is not lost. And in fact, it's actually quite the opposite. You're kind of saying, even though there are problems and issues, I'm willing to address them, acknowledge them, work on them, work through them. And you're kind of saying, whatever needs to be done, needs to be done. There's this energy of taking care of whatever you can take care of. And there's this ultimate happiness that shows up. So whatever this is, you're all about clearing things up for the better, for the more positive. Now, whatever this energy is, things are definitely clear. That is for sure. Now, at the same time, there is a little bit, I'll give you this, there is a little bit of this energy of considering infinite possibilities. And this is definitely nice energy because you're saying anything is possible. Anything is possible. You can turn anything around for the better. Anything is possible. It's not necessarily allowing your imagination to completely run wild, but knowing that it's kind of like, you can kind of take this in a multitude of directions here, but ultimately, you're also wanting to be very grounded and realistic with focusing in that intent on a realistic approach or solution, which is fascinating because it seems and feels as if there is something you are putting together that you are wanting to communicate or discuss or bring someone in on or kind of just let them know. Interesting. What is that about? Interesting. Whatever this communication is about, whatever this is you are working on, it's almost like scratch that. Scratch that. We'll figure something else out. You kind of give me this energy of like, nah, don't worry about it. It's not. You're kind of giving me this energy of like, don't worry about it. It's not a problem. I'll figure something out. Okay. You're dealing with. This is specifics here, Gemini. Specifics. Two completely. So what you're kind of saying is what you, in a sense, what you bring to the table is completely different with what you're focusing on. Yeah, geez, yeah. You're not too happy about that. You're not too happy about that. There's a difference. There's a difference between what you have and what you're working with. Either way, you're not happy about it. You're definitely not happy about it. You're saying something, geez, you're saying something over here is affecting what you got going on for yourself over here, and that's the problem. That's the issue. That's kind of like, it's like very heartbreaking. It's difficult. Like, yes, in the sense, even though things are being taken care of, it's kind of like you can only do so much that you can do, and you are trying to figure out how to do more for yourself in the situation, but at the same time, it's kind of like, I don't know what that's about. You're kind of having to work with some sort of limits here. Or possible boundaries. Don't know what that's about. Oh, geez. Okay, so this could, this could be between you and someone romantically. Don't exactly know. Ooh, that is a marriage. That is a marriage, Gemini. That is a marriage. Jeez, okay. That makes sense. Jeez, that's it. That's marriage. That's an agreement. That's contract. At the same time, you're also kind of showing me things are not very balanced. Things are not very balanced or equal between the two of you. It's not. I don't know what the overall dynamic is between the two of you. It's an energy of, like I said, what you're saying is you are more than willing to give what you have, but the overall, like I said, but the overall situation, the circumstances that you're dealing with, it's kind of like someone's not bringing almost enough to the table. And you're kind of like, well, fine, then I'll just focus on myself. And as soon as you focus on yourself, it's kind of like you can't help but notice and kind of pay attention to the dynamic or the circumstances that you're involved in at the same time. And it's kind of like, okay, so this is how it is. This is how the specifics of this dynamic or relationship is. Yeah, you're ultimately saying, yeah, it's over with. It's over with. You're kind of saying what I'm giving to this relationship, what I'm giving to this commitment of this marriage, I'm not getting back. I'm not getting back what I'm putting into this. Yeah, and you're going, geez, Louise, Gemini, savage. You're ultimately saying, you know what, I'm going to close that door, and once again, I'm just going to focus on myself. So I don't know what that is. I don't know if this is a split up, a breakup, a divorce, or what this is. It could possibly be the breaking of a contract of some sort. Agreement. Maybe there's some negotiation in this. At the same time, you're kind of saying, you know what, let me just focus on myself. Unfortunate, but you're saying necessary. Unfortunate, but necessary. Jeez. Yeah, and there's the two of you. There's the two of you. Jeez, that's a dynamic, Gemini, and there you are on top of the deck. So you realize, you understand. At the same time, you're kind of you're very accepting and understanding of it. That's what's kind of interesting. You're saying, you know what, it is what it is. It is what it is. You're saying it is what it is. It needs to be cleared up. It needs to be kind of, taken care of and done with. It needs to be kind of cut off, whatever that is, or possibly the breaking of a contract. I don't know. But you're ultimately saying, like, I just need to be done with this because I'm going to feel emotionally better 100%. Okay, so, of course, if you are dealing with anyone, you could be dealing with a water sign, an earth sign, a fire sign, and that is all. Goodbye.